What is up, guys? Tomcat here, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 4, and in this video, we are going to be doing a build of the Nissan 350Z. We're going to be doing a full-on drift build of it, because it's one of those iconic cars that not only do a lot of people love this car, but honestly, this car has played a role in so many cool games over the years that I really think it's got a place in history. So, especially not just in car history, but in gaming history. This, by the way, as a factory color, is very cool, very different, but like, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to run it or not, but I think it's still very cool. Honestly, I think I might go ahead and run it just because it's different. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pick up that 350Z and then head straight to the shop because the first order of business is a proper wide body kit. Now, oh my God, I cannot wait to see what it looks like with everything properly done. So let's go ahead and head over to the shop and, oh, garage, boy, upgrades and tuning. All right, custom upgrade. And, like, we could look at the body kit preset, sure, but the body kit preset is cool, but honestly, like, what we're going to do is we're going to do all of that ourselves, because I like to really start from a clean base when I'm building a car that's, like, my own kind of build. So, let's see, 3.2 inline 6, that's like a 2J, 6.2 V8, RB26, and 3.8 liter V6 twin turbo. That's a VR38 GTR engine. So I want to keep it in the Nissan family. We could either go RB26 or VR38. I'm going VR38. This thing's going to be a monster. Thing's going to be an absolute monster. All right, so Rocket Bunny kit goes on. VR38 goes in, and we're going to go now straight over to suspension and brakes, get all of that stuff handled nice and quick. Drift suspension, we'll go ahead and get the sway bars out of the way. Love this smooth menu, so nice and smooth. So let's go ahead and fully build the drivetrain. Since we have that GTR engine in there now, we need to fully rebuild the drivetrain, no question about that. And plus, we also need all the tuning unlocked. So, tire-wise, we are going to run a... we are going to run probably a sport tire. Because the sport tire, I like it a little bit better than the race tire. But then again, I've liked it better than the race tire in other kind of, Forza games and stuff like that. And we'll kind of see how they feel here. But let's see, 295s up front. That's a lot of tire up front. 295s up front, 305s in the back. Proper meaty fitment. And let's see, Nismo wing, Rocket Bunny lip, or nothing. Let's run the Rocket Bunny lip just to kind of complete the look. And then, oh wait. Continue working because we're not done yet. Okay, we need to go to the engine now because the engine has a lot of work to be done to it. We've just done ignition and we're 582 horsepower, 500 foot-pounds of torque, race exhaust, cams, full valve train, like race block. Dude, this thing is like, now we're pushing 983 horsepower and 802 foot-pounds of torque in a 2,700-pound car. That's nuts. That's nuts. Like, well, right at like 2,800 pounds, but still, and we're over 1,000 horsepower. Final figures, 1,017 horsepower, 830 foot-pounds of torque, 2,793 pounds. So basically, 2,800-pound car with rear-wheel drive and 1,017 horsepower. That's nuts. That's properly nuts. And the finishing touch is going to be our wheels. And I want something that really works with this color. And I know that there's probably going to be some people out there that are going to be like, why the hell did you choose that color? Honestly, I think it looks good. Like, it's different. It's kind of offbeat. It's kind of funky, but at the same time, it's not too weird. You know what I mean? It's not so weird that it doesn't work, but at the same time, it's just different enough that it's going to be something that not a lot of people have. But I love that. That just works. That just works. So, with that being said, I think it's time to buy ourselves a setup. And we'll go ahead and buy and install parts. Let's go. Oh, man, I cannot wait to go drive. I cannot wait to go drive this thing. Let's do a little bit of setup. I mean, well, let's leave the final drive stock right now. Tiny bit of toe out in the front. And let's see. Stiffen the rear sway bar. Soften the front sway bar. Springs, we're going soft in the front. Dampening, just a little bit soft in the front. Just a little bit, not by much. And then, let's see. Oh, I didn't realize that particular lip was tunable. That's cool. And let's do... I'm going to go with a 75 on D-Cell and a 90 on XL. So, top speed failed. Very, very interesting. Top speed failed. That's hilarious. All right, so now it's time to go ahead and leave the festival and see what kind of a monster we've built and see if it works. So, oh God, it sounds like a GTR. Let's get away from the festival. Out to where we can, oh dude, I know exactly where we're going. To our local drift road. This thing has a surprising amount of grip for what it is. Ooh, but not a ton. Remember, we're still on sport tires. All right, here we go. Throwing it in. Oh, yep, it's got enough power to carry it through fifth. And it's actually got a crap ton of torque. Like, you don't have to be banging the limiter the whole time. It's got a crap ton of torque. And honestly, like, with this GTR engine setup, it really, like, honestly takes advantage of that twin turbo setup, and with the fact that you can actually get some torque at the lower, in the lower RPMs. Which is a huge advantage to this swap. I'm really glad we chose to go with this swap now. I mean, I'm sure the RB26 would have been a blast. I mean, either the 2J or the RB26 would have been a blast. We're going to have to get some wreckage bonuses. Yeah, both of those straight six engines would have been an absolute blast to use, but this one just absolutely works. And yeah, I'm going to, oh God, okay, enough with the wreckage bonus. Hello, thank you. It's very smooth. Like, I love that about this car. It's very, very, very smooth. And it's smooth in a way that makes it fun to drive. It really, really is. It's smooth, like, it's actually very forgiving. Oh, there we go. Kick it back out again. It doesn't feel, like, as on edge as, say, for example, like the... Whoa! Okay. Okay. Come on, come on, come on, back into a drift. Oh, bro. That was terrible. God, I can't believe I let that happen. That was terrible. All right, so we're going to keep this going because we haven't, like, actually taken it up this road yet. This is one of my favorite drift roads. I would say compared to the FD spec cars, this definitely feels softer. It feels a lot softer, but at the same time, it definitely doesn't feel... Woo, that was nuts. Okay, I'm glad we still have our combo, though. Yeah, it definitely feels softer than the FD cars, but at the same time, it doesn't necessarily feel less effective. In fact, the only thing that I find myself wanting right now is a shorter rear end ratio, which I'm probably going to go ahead and do in just a second. All right, let's see if we can go ahead and tune this thing real quick. Gearing, bump it up to a 410. 410 seems to be a bit of a sweet spot for a lot of cars. And it's also a good starting point for a lot of cars, too. Because this thing... All right. Oh. Do not bank that. Do not bank that. Hey, rookie. Okay, wow. That was a big difference. Ooh, we got a Forzathon Live event. Well, we'll check that out if we can when we're done with this drift car test. Actually, you know what? To be honest, I think 410 may be a little long. 410 may be a little long for this car, surprisingly. So let's drop it back down to like maybe like a 390, 392 area. There we go. We can go back to actually, like, having 5th gear be somewhat useful. I think the problem arises when you basically... Okay. The problem arises when you get to the point of where you're trying to find a sweet spot between 2 gears that isn't really there without tuning the actual individual gears themselves. So I think what I may end up doing is dialing the final drive back so it ends up being longer, and then shortening the gap between... Oh, God.
Live will begin soon.
Okay, I'm going to spin back around and go back the other way. But yeah, I think the biggest thing is going to be making the final drive a little bit longer, but then going back and shortening the gap between 5th and 6th gear. It's not bad going downhill. It's genuinely fine going downhill. Going uphill, you can tell that the gap is it doesn't struggle or anything like that. It's more along the lines of it kind of, you know, it kind of just has that little hiccup where the gear change is a little wide. It does throw off your rhythm a little bit. Oh, man, though, this is, like, so easy. So freaking easy. Like, I genuinely, like, especially even compared to, like, the FD cars, like, this feels like it's honestly, it's super, like, soft. It's, like, plush almost. It's very weird. But at the end of the day, it does work, and I can't knock it if it works. Jeez, I'm just planting, like, the throttle and going. We're going to take it back up the hill. Oh, we've got to take it back up the hill, 100%. Woo, hi, buddy. And to be fair, I don't think in each one of these, like, with each one of these builds, I don't know if I'm going to go for 1,000,000 points on each one. Well, God, now that I say that, it makes me want to go for 1,000,000 points. Oh, God, now I got to go for 1,000,000 points. Okay, well, now we're going for 1,000,000 points. I have a feeling 1,000,000 points is going to become a bit of a tradition here. And since we're not quite at 100K yet, we're going up this hill to get closer to 100K instead of going up the hill that leads to the festival yet. Like, or, well, this early on. Give it a little bit of a slide. Not bad. Back and forth. Oh, God. It's just kind of right on that edge. Right on that edge. And I'm kind of honestly getting used to the... I'm getting used to the balance of it now, like, especially with the gearing. I'm getting more to a point where I'm okay with the gearing. Because beforehand, I was kind of iffy on the gearing, and then now I'm like, you know what? Maybe the gearing's not all that bad. It's one of those things you could definitely drive through with a little bit of practice. There we go. Slightly shallow angle transitioning into definitely not so shallow angle. Oh, God. All right. Oh, keep it going. Let's go. Oh, God. We'll give it a transition back one way and then flick it the other. And I think with one more run down this road and then turning around and coming back, we'll easily have the combo we're looking for. If you get one tire up on one of those sidewalks, you better be careful, because it will lift your car, and it's very disconcerting. I will say where the gearing is right now, it's kind of nice, because you can throw it in 6th and not quite... Like, you'll bang the limiter a little bit, but you're not just, like, bouncing off of it, you know what I mean? Like, the car's still, it's still kind of, like, in this, like, not really it's fighting position, but it's more like it's working with, like, the gearbox in terms of, you know, where the tires are grip-wise and, you know, where the engine is power-wise. It's all working together. It's not just, like, bouncing off the limiter, which is sometimes an indication of gear tuning that's bad, and other times it's just the indication of freaking sending it. Depends on how you look at it, I guess. Like, literally, that whole car, I've just been flat. 100% flat. I guess it just works. And that's like, that's honestly evidence of a balanced car. If you can keep this kind of thing going, well, like, I haven't lifted. I'll tell you guys when I lift. Oh, God, I'm going to have to lift. Okay, yeah, I had to lift because I had to, I didn't want it to bank the score. We're not going to go all the way up there because I don't want to put myself in there yet. Even if it does disappear, I'm not really, like, concerned about it right now. I'm more interested in getting that 1,000,000 points with this car. Come on, there it is. Sometimes if you let off and get back on it again, it will restart your little, your drift skill. It won't necessarily give you, like, a, like any other kind of skill, but it will kind of just restart your drift, your, like, build up of your combo, basically. God, that went well. Okay. Not far to go now to get to that 200,000 mark. Oh, yes. 200,000 pre-multiplier. Oh, God. Okay. All right, be careful. That was very close to being not so brilliant. Just trying to be easy with it. As easy as I can be. Oh, yeah, we should be close by the time we get to the top of the hairpins. Should definitely be close. Staying focused. Bring it in on the e-brake. And then just basically ride it out. Oh. Little bit of a clutch kick in there. Oh, God, too much, too much, too much, too much, too much. Down to fourth, down to third. Whip it back. There's fourth. The uphill's going to be interesting because I'm not sure how the gearing is going to respond to it because it is a little steep. Not super steep, but a little steep. All right, there's my ultimate. And I want to get... Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ooh, there it is. There's my ultimate, and then there's my wreckage bonus. Oh, there it is. Okay. I was frantically clutch kicking it to try to get the power to come in. Because I did not want that to be the end right there. We're too close now for that to be the end. We may need one more lap back down to get it to, like, actually get to the 200,000 mark. But we're so close. We cannot give that up now. Okay, we restarted it with an E-drift. I was like, I'm not backing out of that slide, but I don't want to give up the combo. There's my ultimate. There's a little bit of a wreckage bonus. Spin the car around. Third gear, big burnout. 180. And yes, okay. It's always like, you're always slightly, you got like just a little bit of nervousness. You're like, I really hope this combo restarts. And doesn't bank. Like, you want it to bank when you want it to bank, not when it wants to bank. No! Oh my God, I didn't pull out of that soon enough. But you know what? It's okay. 8, 9, 10. Well, okay. It was almost 1,000,000 points. Wasn't quite 1,000,000 points, but it was almost 1,000,000 points. But anyways, I am going to go and probably practice a little bit with this thing, and I will see you guys in the next one. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave me a like. Tell me in the comments below what y'all thought of it, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more builds, more drifting, more Let's Plays, more barn find locations, and pretty much everything else, and I'll see y'all next time. Talk to you guys later.